Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. One of the chart analysts that I follow effectively stated that XRP will be the best performing high cap coin. Period. Right? And so, and when people say high cap coin, I guess it can be relative as far as what do you mean? Because I think a lot of times when people say high cap coins, maybe they're just thinking of the top 10, but who knows? Some people could be thinking maybe the top 50. I don't know, so I'm not sure exactly what it encompasses, but even if it were just the top 10 or so, this is an idea that I am on board with, and I'm not a chart analyst, and you really don't need to be to understand this concept. In a nutshell, I mean, just think about it. You've got Bitcoin right now, and I'll just share this at the outset of the video rather than tease anything. You've got Bitcoin at $11,772. You've got XRP at 28.7 cents, and even Ethereum. Let's talk about Ethereum, which I don't normally do. Ethereum's at $406. Now let's think about all-time highs. Bitcoin's all-time high was close to 20,000. Okay, so it's, compared to how far away XRP is from its all-time high, big gap there, right? Ethereum, it's at 400. Its all-time high, I want to say it was around $1,500. Oh my God, I'm so glad I got my phone on silent. Sometimes when I say Ethereum, it picks up Siri. Now Siri is sitting here trying to talk to me like, oh my God, go home Siri, you're drunk. Stop it. Oh my God. Freaking Siri, man. Anyway, you'd have to increase fourfold roughly to get to Ethereum's all-time high. Then you've got XRP at 28.7 cents. And so, what kind of increase just to get back to its all-time high? Because its all-time high was depending on, what your source is, roughly $3.80 was the all-time high. Somewhere around there. And so so there's less liquidity with XRP also. And so the less liquid a cryptocurrency is, the quote-unquote easier it would be to get back up to, just to double. Even if you just think in terms of doubling, because less money has to flow in to make that happen. Way more money has to flow into Bitcoin to make Bitcoin double, right? And so that's a big part of the concept here. And so effectively what he was stating is that because of the multiplier effect, and I'll share with you who this was in just a moment, but he was effectively stating that no other high cap coin can do that. I'm somewhat paraphrasing, but that's what he was stating. I was like, yeah, absolutely, you're nailing it, good sir. Now, I do want to say also, I have to mention this because this was the coolest freaking milestone. About 10 minutes ago, my channel hit 30,000 subscribers. 30,000 subscribers! My simple little Moon Lambo mind has exploded. So I just wanted to say from the bottom of my enlarged heart, which is not a medical condition, by the way, I wanted to send a very sincere thank you out to all of you. And I've mentioned this, I'm going to be real brief with this story, and I'll get back into the rest of the content, but I have to share this with you. This is too cool of a thing to not take just a moment to thank you guys. Because in June of last year, I had been operating the channel for close to 6 months at that point, somewhere in the neighborhood. And I remember the last number that I remember seeing was I had 229 subscribers. So, fast forward 14 months and I went from 229 subscribers. That's the last low number that I remember because it ended up blowing up a bit overnight because of one video in particular, and then it just never stopped. But I went from 229 subscribers to 14 months later, 30,000. So anytime I hit a cool milestone like this, I always have to pause and just reflect, and I have to say how much I appreciate this. It's not something I take for granted. I know you could do a lot of different stuff with your time. So the fact that you want to listen to me and give me an opportunity to share with you the news around Ripple and XRP and share my perspective, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. It's the most bestest hobby on the world for me. I just have a blast running this channel. I really do. And even more mind-blowing, if I could just mention this too, and then I promise I'll get right back in. But I think it was exactly 28 days ago. I could be wrong, but it was right around there. I hit 25,000 subscribers. This is the fastest growing month for my channel ever. Normally I'd get, 1,500, 2,000 new subscribers a month, which I'm always appreciative of. But this time, in less than a month, 5,000 new subscribers. So thank you. Could not be more appreciative. All right, I'll stop gushing. That's enough thank yous, I guess. But I just want you to know, something like this happens, I've got to say it, right? All right, so, and also, if I can mention this too, go ahead and delicately tap the like button if you want. It will tell YouTube to push my video out onto other people. And consider subscribing if you have not done so, because why the hell not? So I've already said the prices of XRP, but I would like to note, and Bitcoin and Ether, but over the last 30 days, it's still up. XRP is still up, despite what's happened as of late. It's still up 33% 28.8%, right? And Bitcoin is up 21.74% at the time of recording here. So who's this chart analyst that I was referencing at the beginning of the video? It is none other than DIY Investing, who himself has a channel that is blowing up. When I was watching his video earlier on this, I think he's up to like 45 or 46,000 subscribers now. Kudos, my hat is off to you, good sir. That's very impressive, and it's well deserved. It's simple to understand why if you listen to his content. He knows what he's talking about, and he presents information in an easy to understand and entertaining way. He just does. And so his channel is all about trading. It's not a Ripple and XRP channel, but I'll tell you, if you're looking for an entertaining, a good trading channel, I'd encourage you to check it out. It's DIY Investing. Just type that into the search bar on the YouTubes. You will find him there. He's certainly, although it's not an XRP or Ripple channel, he's certainly very pro Ripple and pro XRP. And so part of what he was talking about also was just how people are missing out. Like, think about this, and I've known this for some time. So like everything that he said was ringing true to me. And mind you, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't have a financial background. I'm not offering financial advice, so I don't want to give the impression that I'm someone or something that I'm not. So I'm always super clear in every single video that I'm just your everyday run-of-the-mill member of the XRP community. This is just a hobby. I love making videos and talking about this topic. I just happen to be genuinely interested. But as far as the price action, think about this. So XRP, because he was talking about this, dude, DIY Investment was talking about this, and he's like, so when XRP got down to like 18 to 20 cent range, he said a bunch of people capitulated. They're selling. And so, like, I know that's how humans behave. Like, when I started learning about market cycles in late 2017, I was like, oh, this is just like a thing that people do. Like, and you can see this, and it doesn't matter how much history there is about what's occurred with the stock market, this or that. People are going to respond emotionally. They're not going to be informed. And not everybody. Some people are informed. Like, I'm aware of this. But so many people are not. And so you think that people would just acknowledge the data and act differently. But no. Humans buy and sell with emotion. That's just what they do. And so just being aware of that in and of itself can change the way that you would invest. And I'm not telling you to buy or sell. That's not the point of this. But DIY Investing is talking about how a ton of people were selling, gave up, and they'd sell like 18 to 20 cents. And he was talking about how some people were, and I saw this too. Like he's actually really spot on with this. He's talking about how some people would like sell their XRP and then go buy Chainlink. And nothing against Chainlink. That's not my point in bringing this up. It's that, but I remember seeing this in my feed. People talking about, okay, they're just chasing the next thing. So, and mind you, the Chainlink had already pumped a bunch when I was seeing this type of stuff. I was like, you sure you want to chase something? I was like, you do you, girl. But man, that's a bad time to do that, right? But typically, that'd be my opinion. That would be my guess. And you don't even have to understand the concept. You don't even have to know how to read a freaking chart. And now, obviously, XRP has gone back up. It's recently hit as high as 32 cents, somewhere around there, 32.5 cents, something like that. And so here's what he's saying. He's saying that what's going to happen, so like that was the worst thing you could have done. You could have sold as it was on its way down, and obviously XRP has rebounded. And he's saying the second worst thing that you could do, like the next to worst thing, is wait till it pops again. But he's saying that he expects XRP to go up to, he's targeting 37 cents, I believe is what he said. And he's fully anticipating that it's going to retrace after that, right? And he gave his technological reason. So I'm not going to get into like the chart analysis in depth. If you want that, you should just go check out his video. He did a great job explaining. I'm just kind of sharing with you some of the highlights from my perspective and what I think about it. But he's saying maybe it'll retrace even back down to like 29 or 30 cents. And he's saying that some people, when it gets up to 37 cents, though, for some of these people, even if they've got like 100% gains at this point, which means they would have bought closer to, like the 18 to 19 cent range, he's saying a lot of people, even if they've got 100% gains, they're going to be like, oh, I just doubled my money, I'm out. And some people are going to be like, maybe they bought around that point some time ago, maybe they're going to be like, okay, well, I'm about break even, I just want out of this. There are going to be people like that, I'm certain of it. Of course, I don't know how many, but there's probably going to be a ton, right? And so he's saying these are the people that are going to miss out. These are the people that's why, again, the worst thing you could have done is sold when it was at its local low, relative or somewhere thereabout. Second worst, selling when it's not even almost done, because he thinks once it hits the 37 cents is the target, and then it goes down, so say it does go down to 29, 30 cents, he thinks it's going to springboard off that in very short order up to 50 cents. That's the target that he was citing there. And he believes, and he said it again in this video, he thinks by the end of year 2020 that XRP will hit $1, and that'll be interesting to track. It's a bold prediction. We shall see if it happens. I tell you what, I know what I hate, and I don't hate that. So let's hope that does happen. And so in the meantime, I'm just going to keep accumulating as scheduled. I do not react emotionally to any of this. But as far as like when to sell XRP, and he's kind of touching on that too, and this resonated with me as well. It's like, well, I mean, if it's not at least at its all-time high, like why would you even consider that? Right, like from my perspective, and I don't think for a moment there's going to be a world where XRP doesn't touch its all-time high again and at some point blow through it. I just think that the markets are so illiquid right now, and there's such a frenzy around the asset class, even in 2020, that we have not seen the most impressive, insane price action for XRP. That would be my guess, which again is not financial advice. I'm just sharing with you my genuine opinion on this stuff here. So we'll see. But could not be more optimistic in DIY investing. He's just coming at it look, he's not coming at it from something ideological. He's reading charts and telling his honest opinion. And we'll see what happens. He's also not the only one to talk about these potential types of actions. In fact, take a look at this analyst, Rakesh Upadhyay, who writes for Cointelegraph. I wanted to highlight just part of it because what he was writing here actually wasn't that far off from part of what DIY investing was saying here. I think it was down here. It's very short. I'll just cover this. XRP is currently range bound between 32.6 cents and 26.8 cents. The 20-day EMA is just 28.5 cents. Has flattened out, and the RSI is just above the midpoint, which suggests a balance between demand and supply. This balance will shift in favor of the bulls if they can push the price above 32.6 cents. Above this level, a rally to 34.6 cents and then to 40 cents is possible. And so to me, that doesn't sound insanely different from what DIY was talking about. So he was targeting 37 cents. This analyst is saying, okay, to the upside, if it's going to hit it, might be like 40 cents. It's like we're splitting hairs at that point. The point is it would be somewhere in that range. Now, of course, he does talk about the potential downside here. So he could see this going either way. He does note here that if it breaks support, if XRP breaks support, it could go, and what did he cite? Is it 26.8 cents? Yeah, if it breaks below 26.8 cents, a cracks, then a drop to 24 cents is likely. So from his perspective, it's certainly possible it could go that way as well. But again, none of this is the end of the world here. Like, for the way I'm always looking at this is a price. You can think about it this way. Okay, so think about XRP when it was, and this is pretty volatile, but back in the day, like I think 2013, when XRP would go from like half a penny, and one time it went up to 6 cents, and then pretty much all the way back down. That's extremely volatile, and whatever amount of money you put in, think about it, that was a 12-fold increase and then crashed pretty much all the way back down. But now, are we ever going to see those levels again? Half a cent to 6 cent XRP? Nothing's guaranteed in life, fine, but my gosh, it took a global pandemic to get XRP down to 11 cents. A global pandemic, and even then it was short-lived. And without that, I don't think we would have seen it much lower than it was at. Where was it at before that? Like 18, 19, 20 cents? I can't remember now. And so you get a higher low after market cycles here, right? And so the point here is wherever you buy within this portion of the market cycle, my guess is if you're buying today, and again, not financial advice, want to be super duper crystal clear, my guess would be that anybody buying around any of these ranges, even up to 50 cents or maybe even higher than that, I'd have to think about it. But, I would suspect that after the market pumps, even after it retraces, will not be surprised in the least if you have, a higher low, like probably a lot higher. Think about that. Because the beginning of 2017, XRP was around half a penny, and then it rallied up to almost $4 a year later. And then its low, it was mostly around 20, 30 cent range. And then it took a global pandemic to get it down to 11. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see here, but I suspect it's going to be worth substantially more in the future here. But I guess that's it for this video. I just found it to be a fascinating topic here about the way, just think about the human psychology behind it. Just having an understanding of that and being willing to take a long-term approach to investing and not emotionally buy and sell. Do whatever's right for you. If you feel you got to sell, then go ahead and sell. I'm just saying a lot of people, I suspect, would do better if they just take the emotion out of the decision-making process. So we shall see there. But yeah, it's an exciting ride. I can't wait to see what the rest of 2020 and beyond holds. Thank you again to everybody. My gosh, 30,000 subscribers. You blow my simple little moon Lambo mind. You guys are the best. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon Lambo.